I'm Nick Stevens, recording here live from the Blockchain Innovation Conference 2019 here in Amsterdam, and I'm here with Richard Kastelein from my hometown of Groningen, up in the north. And you're going to be on stage a little bit later talking about all sorts of trusted blockchain-related applications, but I know that you've been the last years traveling all over the world related to blockchain, physically. What's the best place today to be in blockchain?
Well, the best place to be is an interesting question because that could be geographical or that could be a headspace. So let me start off with headspace in terms of business and the most interesting parts. I think to be in NFTs right now, non-fungible tokens is hot. You got CryptoKitties, where you're actually a non-fungible token means you have basically you own a digital asset that's unique and is non-fungible. But I saw a great one, even a spin-off. It was called Mortal Kombat for CryptoKitties. Anyway, it's a whole movement. Now they're getting into digital art. So this is a growing part of the ecosystem. The other part that's really tough intellectually and mathematically is stablecoins. So if you want to get into this space, like don't think about ICOs or anything like that's so 2017. Think about those two spaces. Now geographically, I think personally, if I was if I was a digital nomad, I'd probably live in Thailand. There's a bunch of blockchain people hanging out there, and some in Bali as well. If you're under 30, go for the sun, man. You don't have to stay in Holland, or you don't have to stay in Crypto Valley or London.
You don't have to be in Singapore. You don't have to be in the Netherlands. No, go for the beach.
Go for the beach, man.
Because it's just as good to do blockchain from the beach.
Well, sure. I mean, I don't have to live in Holland. But I live here because my kids and my family are here, and I love Holland too. But part of me would rather be in Crete, working with my feet in the sea in Chania somewhere. But
so is this a new company for you in the future? Blockchain from the beach?
Yeah, blockchain from the beach. Maybe that'll be my blog. Or I'll do a new reality show.
There we go. So as I mentioned in the intro, you've been literally traveling the planet for the last few years, working on so many different things. I'm not even going to begin to list it. But what's getting you motivated right now?
Well, the project that's closest to my heart, because I came out of TV before I went to blockchain. I moved into blockchain about 2014, and I was in TV for 5 years. So I did a lot of, I knew a lot of people in the content industry, and I was on the technology side, but lo and behold, somehow, by chance, happenstance, they Googled Francis Ford Coppola's son, Roman Coppola, found me, and Leo, one of the main Canadian guys, is a producer at American Zoetrope, got a hold of me by searching on the internet. And I've been working with them for a year and a half now to build a new online film funding project called Decentralized Pictures. .Pictures.
Okay, so
it's a bit under the let's say stealth.
Okay,
it's not much of the website, but
that's okay. This is just you and me, and
Well,
don't
you can go to the website. There's a
watching.
Telegram group. They'll happily discuss it with you if you enter the Telegram group. So that's cool.
What's the website?
Decentralized with a Z. .Pictures.
Okay. So tell me, I know nothing about the film industry. Why is blockchain relevant for them?
Well, what makes it interesting is, for this, it's a utility token, and I think they're going to get it past the SEC. They've been working very hard to do so. But in this ecosystem, you can earn tokens for contributing value to the creative. So if I'm a creative and I pitch a project, you can get feedback, like say Hot Tomatoes feedback or whatever, on the script, the cast, or the idea, or the story arcs, and you can earn your reputation from other people voting up your critiques or your analysis. You can also earn tokens from what's called a bounty program, which the creative holds, and other people, if they like the project, they can donate money to the bounty programs. So you're actually never investing in the film, because that would violate the SEC regulation. So, that maybe somewhere down in the future that'll be fine. But it's a non-profit foundation in the United States, so people can donate tax-free. And they have some methods to fund the projects that are voted by the community, which will get made.
So is this kind of like a new way of supporting the creative arts?
Well, think about it. You build your fan base, right? You build your fan base before you've even written the script. That's a recipe for a cult film, right?
Right.
It's a Pulp Fiction in motion, because you're building the fan base, so you're actively participating in your project. And I see this is the way films should be made. But
and of course, that sounds like too good to be true, except when you've got the name Coppola attached, I guess it is going to become true.
It will become true. He's already got 100,000 people in his community. So we'll see how it goes. This is a community that's not very active, but he's had some film fun competitions and things like that. I'm working on another one in Bollywood, funny enough. I got invited by a Bollywood team.
I thought you said Bali for a moment, but you actually said Bollywood. Yeah, right.
Bollywood, and this is different. This is a distro deal. So we're actually taking we're taking independent film, which they don't get in India much, because basically production companies don't want to send anything to India because it gets lost into a black hole. And what they do is they built a backend. So I've seen the demo and stuff. Basically, as a distributor, you can go in and see like how much money you're making in real time. It's all done on the blockchain. Now in India, it's pay-per-view. It's not a subscription monthly, but you can also become a distributor. So you can actually pay more, and then have more you can sell the film on to other people in your network. They can't tokenize it because of the laws in India. Again, they're dealing with that, but it's still built on the blockchain and ready. They may take it to some other countries as well. There's a third film project I'm working on, actually, which is now a group of Chinese Americans, actually. I think they're aiming for the Chinese market. I haven't started working with them yet, but they're called Move.io, MOV.io, and they're, they just signed a deal with Endemol for like 4,000 hours of content. So.
And where's the blockchain involved in that?
Well, it'll be similar to distro play, so it'll be similar to the Indian one. I'm not sure about like I said, I have a call today with them, so I'm not really sure exactly what their play is, but one of my old friends from the TV business is on the advisory board, and he asked me to come
finally,
in.
after 5 years, you said you started getting into crypto 2014. For 5 years later, your old world is catching up with this new world, and
it's good when it comes back. I mean,
is this a dream come true?
Well, the dream came true when till I lost it all. I mean, I did 50 projects. I did 50 ICOs. I mean, I worked on 50 ICOs. I made a lot of tokens. But I lost a lot of money, like a lot of other people. And it was kind of real. It was a bit surreal. It was like it was there and it was gone. And I guess we're not getting the yacht in Greece anymore. But it didn't really matter because along the way I wasn't really never intending to make money like that. I was intending to do what I like to do, which is
adding value.
Which is adding value in writing. And I was a good advisor. I still am. I mean, I have an excellent Rolodex. I've written 2,000 articles on blockchain, over the years. So and you write good things about people. They're happy with you,
And that's how Coppola finds you on the internet by Googling.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to go to an insane amount of these conferences and industry events.
The most exciting one, I went on a 4-city speaking tour in China with Dr. John Clippinger from MIT. He's a scientist.
What made that exciting?
Well, first of all, China's bizarro for both of us. I mean, he's a friend. We're good friends now, and he's a business partner, but. The weirdest thing is we went to Nanchang, and Nanchang is the main military city in China, and they brought us out to like this, what we thought was like a technology university, which it was. But when we came in there, we noticed that there was like 500 V for Vendetta masks, hundreds of them, hanging from the student buildings. We're like, that's weird. What are they doing here? So we get in there, we're like, Jay, what's going on? Oh, she said, I did tell you, this is the main school for supplying the cyber warfare unit in the Chinese military. And we're like, so we're the school of hackers, teaching them about blockchain. I looked over at John, I go, hey, John, does the CIA know you're here?
Yeah, that's okay. Well,
that was funny.
I won't dig any deeper to keep you out of trouble, but...
No, it was fine. I mean, they gave us honorary PhDs and let us go. That was it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you seeing through all these events? What? I know you're not a trend watcher, but what are the themes that you're tasting of
supply chain is huge now. It's the big one.
But isn't that so obvious?
Yeah, well, Walmart's doing it, right? Once Walmart puts a stamp on it, Carrefour, Nestle, they're all going. I think the other trend we're going to see that's going to come next is going to be loyalty. Why? Because brands they're having a harder time reaching reaching out. Like TV doesn't work anymore, newspapers don't work anymore, online banner ads, good luck.
They don't have a direct connection.
You tokenize something, how you can coin. You can earn tokens for being part of their distribution network or part of their marketing. I mean, you can earn for tweeting about them. I mean, there's lots of things you can do with air miles. I mean, Singapore Airline, they tokenize their loyalty program. So I think that's going to be an up-and-coming one.
All right. And last question from me. What's the one big thing that you're still hoping for that you think if we could just get that done, it changes the game?
The one thing I'm really hoping for is, the one thing I firmly believe in along with Clippinger, we've been doing some writing about it, is that, we're entering a phase in society, culturally, politically, economically, where things aren't sustainable. And it's clear that we have to there's got to be a paradigm shift. And we both believe that blockchain and that some of the technologies arising, along with AI, quantum computing, robotics, and everything else, IoT, in combination, this kind of convergence is going to start having more significant impact. Now, having said that, I think blockchain, it's all good stuff. It's being picked up in the mainstream. It's happening.
And I'm tasting your wish there was like technology, not for the sake of technology, but actually let's bundle these technologies.
My roots in this game, and this will be the last thing I say, is, I came into it as an open source aficionado. We used to laugh in the early 2000s about open source because it was like the only currency we had was ego, because you don't make any money, right? When I first saw Ethereum and I saw Mastercoin, I was like, wow, this is a way open source developers with nonprofit foundations can actually fund their ideas.
Right.
By creating, and we don't need to give our equity to VC, and we don't need to put patents on stuff, and we don't need to make money for you guys. We'll just do a foundation, and the money will come. It's not based on like how much you make per nugget or per, it's based on how many people use your token.
Right.
So it's about network value, and that's a value that a lot of mainstream corporates can't get their head around. What's network value? You're not making money. How does that work? So
do you think they will get it, or do you think it will remain out of reach?
I don't think they'll get it, but they will always. I think we'll still see projects like this go on. I think this whole ICO thing has been damaging to that part of the sector because they get hit along with everybody else. It's kind of like scams, But there were a lot of good projects, a lot of humanitarian stuff too.
Yeah.
So
this film's going to go out online. What should people contact you for? What's the project that you would love to work on next?
I think, I'm looking anything to do with, I think banking for the bankless, something around those lines, like something in Equatorial. I want to be part of the problem of solving poverty. I think that's something. Money is an illusion. The more I've gotten into this business and over the years, I'm really surprised at how much I learned about how fake money really is.
Right.
And why should people have to live in poverty, and that we don't need to live this way? I worked on Humanic, which was the first humanitarian ICO.
Yeah.
And that kind of got me fired up, and if there's any projects like that, I'm very interested.
All right, so brilliant call out from Richard there. If you want to help save the world and make people better, or you think money doesn't really exist, hit up Richard Kastelein. He's based here in the Netherlands, but will travel pretty much anywhere if he needs to. And I wish you a great afternoon here at the Blockchain Innovation Conference 2019 right here in Amsterdam.
Thanks, man. I'm on my way home.
Great. Thanks.
Cheers.